Hello my dear students, hope you all are safe, healthy and that you are enjoying time at home along with your families, and obviously you must be involved in some constructive work at home. Now all we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. Obviously we are going to utilize this time. So let's utilize this time by starting with a new topic called factorization. Here we have the definition of factorization. The process of finding two or more expressions or factors whose product is the given expression is called factorization. What is the meaning of this statement? For example, if we have 12, we can write it as 3 multiplied by 4. So 12 can be written as a product of two different numbers, 3 and 4. So if we can write this number 12 as a product of two different numbers, then each of these numbers is called a factor of this number 12. 3 is a factor of 12 because if you divide 12 by 3, we get the remainder 0. That means 12 is completely divisible by 3. Similarly, if you divide 12 by 4, we get the remainder 0. That means 12 is completely divisible by 4. And in that case, we say 3 is a factor of 12 and 4 is also a factor of 12. Now let us again review the definition. The process of finding two or more expressions or factors. So these are two factors whose product is the given expression. So the product of these two is this number. So it is applicable in the case of polynomials as well. We are coming to that. Now let us take another example. If we write, let us write this x square plus 5x plus 6. This can be written as x plus 2 into x plus 3. Just have a look at this expression, x square plus 5x plus 6, and that can be written as x plus 2 into x plus 3. Here you just see that x plus 2 and x plus 3 are two different expressions of polynomials, and the product of these two gives us the result x square plus 5x plus 6, which is itself a polynomial. That means if you multiply two different polynomials, the result is also a polynomial. Now this expression is written as x plus 2 into x plus 3 as the product of two expressions. It can be more than two. But now, since this is expressed as a product of these two, so each of these x plus 2 is a factor of x square plus 5x plus 6, because if we divide this by x plus 2, we get the remainder 0. That means x square plus 5x plus 6 is completely divisible by x plus 2. In the same way, x square plus 5x plus 6 is completely divisible by x plus 3, and hence x plus 3 is also a factor of x square plus 5x plus 6. Right? So here, if gx and hx are two polynomials, if you take it as gx and this is as hx, so if gx and hx are two polynomials, then their product, the product of these two, if we take it as gx and if we take it as hx, then the product of these two is also a polynomial, and let it be fx. So if you denote this product, this be fx. So we can write fx is equals to gx into hx. So here, if you compare this with this expression, this particular thing, so we find that fx is x square plus 5x plus 6, gx is equals to x plus 2, hx is x plus 3. So we have gx and hx both are the factors of fx, because if we divide fx by gx, it is completely divisible. If we divide fx by hx, then fx is completely divisible by hx as well. So we can say that gx and hx are the factors of fx. So what is factorization? It is the resolving of the polynomial into two or more factors. So now let us see how we define factors. When an algebraic expression can be written as the product of two or more expressions, then each of these expressions is called a factor of the given expression. I repeat, when an algebraic expression, so this is an algebraic expression represented by fx, can be written as the product of two or more expressions. So this is a product of x plus 2 into x plus 3. There are two expressions here, that is gx and hx. Then each of these expressions is called a factor. That means x plus 2 is a factor of x square plus 5x plus 6, and x plus 3 is a factor of x square plus 5x plus 6. That is, gx is a factor of fx and hx is a factor of fx and of the given expression. So this is the definition of factors. Now let us see to this particular point. A non-zero constant is a factor of every polynomial. That is, fx equals to c into 1 by c of fx. Where c is a non-zero constant, that is a polynomial of degree 0. So this shows that c is a factor of fx. This particular thing, if we take a polynomial like qx plus 3, and we can write it as 2 into 1 by 2 of 2x plus 3. That means this polynomial 2x plus 3 is written as a product of two different polynomials. One is 2, that is a constant polynomial, and another is half of 2x plus 3. Hence you can say that this 2 which is a non-zero constant is a factor of this polynomial fx. So a non-zero constant is a factor of every polynomial. So now let us see to the different methods of doing factorization. So the methods of factorization. The first one is by taking out common factors. Number 2, by grouping of terms. Number 3, by splitting the middle term. And number 4, factorization of the expressions of the form a square minus b square, that is equals to a plus b into a minus b. The sum of the cubes of two numbers, a cube plus b cube, that is a plus b into a square minus ab plus b square, and difference of the cubes of two numbers, a cube minus b cube, that is equals to a minus b into a square plus ab plus b squared. Now let us start solving the problems by the first and the second method. Now what is the first method? By taking out common factors, find the HCF of all the terms of the polynomial. Second, divide each term of the polynomial by the HCF and enclose the quotient within the bracket. So these two are very clear and we will be dealing this while solving the problems. Second method is by grouping. So arrange the terms of the polynomial in groups in such a way that each group has a common factor. Second point, factorize each group. And third point is take out the common factors which is common from each group. So whatever is written, we will match this, we will follow this up when we physically solve the problems on these two methods. So let's start with solving the problems. So now let's start with question number 1. I write the question, here it is, x square y minus xy square. So this we have to factorize. So what we do, we take the HCF of these two. HCF of these two means the highest common factor. So you can see it is x square and this is x. From these two you can take x as a common factor and it is y and it is y square, so you can take y as a common factor. And the remaining terms which will be inside the bracket, what we do is we divide this term by xy and the remainder will be written inside the closed brackets. So this is x and this will be y. So this is your answer to the first question. So very simple it is, you take the HCF of both the terms, then take the HCF common and divide each term by its HCF and write the remainders inside the closed brackets. So it is question number 1. Let's move on to question number 2. This is xyz minus 2xy. Again, if you see both the terms, which is the common factor? X is a common factor, write x. Y is also a common factor, so you can have it is z minus 2. This is number 2. Number 3. This is 5x square minus 20xy. So if you take the HCF of first, you find out the HCF of the numbers, that is between 5 and 20. So the HCF of 5 and 20 is 5 and x square it is x, so HCF is x. So now if you divide this one by this HCF, we have got x minus 4 into y. So it is 5x square minus 5 into 4, 20 into xy. Then we have number 4, a into x minus 2 plus b into 2 minus x. It seems that it is x minus 2, it is 2 minus x. If you can make it x minus 2 by taking minus 1 common, so what it will be taking the form as minus b of x minus 2. Now from these two we have got x minus 2 as a common factor. So we take x minus 2 common, and from here it is a, and from this term it is b. So number 5, it is x plus y minus of x plus y whole square. So if you look both the terms, what is common in both the terms? X plus y is common. So you take x plus y common. From here it is 1, and this is minus of x plus y. So if you write it x plus y, and it is 1 minus x minus y. Simplifying the bracket inside it. So we have x plus y into 1 minus x minus y. So now this is question number 5. We move on to question number 6. So the question number 6, this is x cube plus x minus 3x square minus 3. So if you can take common from here, we can take x, if you take x common, we have x square plus 1. From if you take minus 3 common, again we have x square plus 1. So from these two we have x square plus 1 common, then we will be left with x minus 3. So there it is. So it is number 7. A square plus b square plus c square plus twice ab plus twice bc plus twice of ca. So now let us see how can we proceed. It is a square plus b square plus 2ab. If you group this, it becomes a plus b whole square. Now here, if you take from these two, if you take 2c common, we will be left with a plus b, and from here c square. So if it is a plus b square plus twice into a plus b into c plus c square. So it is a square plus twice ab plus twice ab plus b square. So it is a plus b plus c whole square. Okay. Now move on to question number 8. Into x minus y square, 12 into x minus y into x plus y plus 9 into x plus y square. So here, if we see, it is, we can write it as 2 into x minus y square plus 2 into x minus y into 3 into x plus y plus 3 into x plus y whole square. Taking 4 inside and from there 3 inside. So again you can see the formation. Okay. It will be 2x minus 2y square plus 2 into x minus y to 3 into x plus y plus 3x plus 3y whole square. So it will be a plus b a square plus 2ab plus b square, that is 2x minus 2y plus 3x plus 3y whole square. It will be 2x plus 3x is 5x plus 3y minus 2y is y whole square, and that is 5x plus y into 5x plus y. So have a look, this is very important. You have to express this in the form of a plus b whole square. So you have to arrange in such way that you get this form a plus b whole square. So next question number 9. So question number 9. This is 9x square minus 24x plus 16. So we can write it as 3x square minus 2 into 3x into 4, and this is 4 square. Again a minus b whole square form it is coming. So you can write it as 3x minus 4 whole square, and that is 3x minus 4 into 3x minus 4. See, 9x square minus 2 into 3, 6 into 4, 24x, and this is 16. So it is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So it is a minus b whole square is coming to this. Number 10. So here you can write, we can open the brackets. Now let us see what can be taken common. If we take zx common here, if we take a square x common, then it will be left with a plus, taking it as, if you take okay, we take a square x common, we left with a plus 1 minus of, we take a y common, so it is a plus 1 minus of z common, so it is a plus 1. So now from this we get a plus 1 common. This is a square x minus ay minus z. Okay. So now question number 11. So the question number 11 is p into x minus y square minus qy plus qx plus 3x minus 3y. This is your final answer. Now we move on to question number 12. Now question number 12. The question number 12 is a square x square plus x square plus 1 into x plus a. So what you do is you open the bracket, we have a square x square plus, if you write this as, it becomes ax cube plus x plus a. So from the first two terms you can take a x square common. If you take a x square common, then you will be left with a plus x, and here one common, so it is x plus a. So it is same as, you can write x square into x plus a plus 1 into x plus a. So you take x plus a common, you are left with x square plus 1. So now move on to the next question, that is question number 13. So question number 13 is ax plus by plus bx plus az plus ay plus bz. So if we group it as like this, we group it ax and bx, by and ay, and az and bz. Let us see what we get. So from here we write x plus bx plus ay plus by plus az plus bz. So from the first one we take x common, we will left with a plus b. From the second one we take y common, and we will left with a plus b. In the third one we take z common, we are left with a plus b. So from all the three terms we have got a plus b common. So we take a plus b common, we left with x plus y plus z. So this is very important, the grouping is very important. Once you make it, the group is finalized, then it is just a matter of time to take common and express it as a product of the polynomials. Now move on to question number 14. So moving on to question number 14, the question number 14 is 1 minus a minus b plus ab. So from here we take 1 minus a, and from these two, if you take minus b common, we will be having 1 minus a. So from here you can write it as 1 into 1 minus a minus b into 1 minus a. So from these two you take 1 minus a common, we will be left with 1 minus b. So number 15, a into a minus 2b minus c plus 2bc. So let us first open the bracket and then we will see how to get the groups. It is a square minus 2ab minus ac plus 2bc. So if you take a common, from they get a plus c 2. So if you let us group it like this, so let it be a square. From these two, we take, if you take a common, we will left with a minus c. And from here, if we take 2b common, we will be having a c minus c. So it is a into a minus c minus 2b into a minus c. So finally it is a minus c into a minus 2b. So if you take a common, you are getting a minus c. From 2b common, you are getting c minus a. So in that case, you have to make a minus c. These two have to be the same. So you take minus common and then it is. यहाँ पे अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम होती है तो आप क्या करोगे, सीधे इसको इसके फॉर्म में लिख देना है, बाहर में साइन चेंज कर देनी है, बस इतनी से आपको करनी है, कोई तकलीफ नहीं है. ओके. सो नाउ नंबर 16. Number 16 is 3ax minus 6ay minus 8by plus 4bx. So from the first two we can take 3a common, we will be living with x minus 2y. From the second we take minus of 4b common, then we will be having 2y minus x. So it is minus 8by and plus 4bx. So it is x minus 2y, it is 2y minus x. We take minus common, it will become plus. So it is 3a into x minus 2y plus 4b into x minus 2y. So from this 2x minus 2y is common, we left with 3a plus 4b. Right? Move on to question number 17. X cube minus x square plus x minus a minus 1. So if we take x square common, you get x minus 1. If you take a common, x minus 1. So our group is this one, ax minus a and x minus 1. So let us see. We arrange it and write. First one is x cube minus x square, then plus ax minus a plus x minus 1. So from the first one we take x square common, we will be having x minus 1. From the second we take a common, we have got x minus 1. From third we take 1 common, we have got x minus 1. So you get x minus 1 common from all the three. So you take x minus 1 common, we left with x square plus a plus 1. Hope you are comfortable with all these problems. So now next question number 18. It is 1 plus a plus b plus ab. Very simple it is. From here you take 1 plus a, and from this you take b common, it will be 1 plus a. So it's 1 into 1 plus a plus b into 1 plus a. You take 1 plus a common, so it is 1 plus b. I think similar type of question we did it earlier. I think it has involved some negative signs as well. Anyway, number 19. Question number 19 is 1 plus a plus b plus c plus ab plus bc plus ca plus abc. So let us group it. We need to think on this, how to group. So if you can, 1 plus b, then if you take a common, to a plus b, take c common, 1 plus b and take c common. Yes, done. So your grouping is like this: 1 plus b, then a plus ab, then c plus bc, and then ca plus abc. I will just arrange and write the groups. So first one, 1 plus b, let it be 1 plus b, right inside bracket. Second one is 1 plus b, the second one is a plus ab plus a plus ab, writing again in the bracket. Then c plus bc, c plus bc, and plus ca plus abc. It remains as it is, 1 plus b. From here, in the second term, we take a common and we are left with 1 plus b. We take c common, we are left with 1 plus b. We take ca common, we are left with 1 plus b. So now from all the four terms, we have 1 plus b common. 1 plus b common, we are left with, from here it is 1 plus a plus c plus ac. AC or CA, same thing. So this is your final result. Be careful to solve these type of questions. Though it is easy, but then the important part of it is to grouping the terms together and then taking the common factors. So that is important here. Now I move on to next question, that is question number 20. Is x square minus 2xy plus y square minus x plus y. So this particular is x minus y whole square. From here you take minus common, so you will be getting x minus y. So from both these we get x minus y common. From here we are left with x minus y, and from here it is minus y. So this is x minus y into x minus y minus 1. Okay. So these are a few questions we have solved using the first two methods, that is by method of taking common factors and by the method of grouping. Now we will be proceeding to the next method of factorization. By the time you just have a look, we will come back again. So now we are going to use the next method for solving the problems, and that is the method of the difference of two squares. And this is very well known to all of you. You have already done it in the previous class. So it is very simple as well, but then you need to be careful while solving the problems. The method is a square, write it is difference of two squares. The difference of two squares, and that is a square minus b square is equals to a plus b into a minus b. Okay, now let us start solving the problems on this. Question number 1. It is 3x cube y minus 243xy cube. Now before we use this particular method of a difference of the squares of two numbers, again we have to move back the method with the help of which you have just solved the problem. That is, first you have to take common here, because you cannot factorize this 3 and this is 243. That means you need to first take common, and whatever is left or written inside the simple brackets has to be factorized. So if you take 3 from 3 and 243, 3 is a HCF, we are taking common x cube, and this is x, we take an x common, this is y, and y cube, we take y common. So you are left with, from here it is x square minus 81y square. So it is 3x cube y minus 3 into 81 is 243 x y cube. Now you have to express this as the difference of two squares. We can write it as x square minus 9y square. So we have equals to 3xy. So it is a square minus b square. This is a is x and b is 9y. So you can write it as x plus 9y into x minus 9y. Okay, it's clear now? Now we move on to question number 2. It is x square minus y square plus 6y minus 9. So sometimes you have to express this as a perfect square, like in this case we take x square, we take minus common, so x square minus 6y plus 9. Now what is this? This is y minus 3 whole square. If you expand it, y square minus 6y plus 9. This you have to be careful. You know it, and then actually you even after knowing, you have to just see that you can express it in the form of a whole square. That is a minus b square. Now this is a square, a is x, minus b square, b is y minus 3. So just a plus b, x plus y minus 3, and here a minus b, first you write the expression in brackets, then you open it, otherwise you might go wrong in writing the sign x minus y plus 3. So this is it. Okay. So always if this is an expression, the second one, so first you write a minus and then the bracket, so that later on you can open the bracket, you do not, so that you don't go wrong with the sign of this particular expression. So now move on to question number 3. x square minus 10x plus 1 minus 36 z square. Again the same type of question it is. So what we do is, first one from this one is the perfect square number, that is 5x minus 1 square, and this is 6z square. See, a square for 25x square minus 10x plus 1. Now this is a square minus b square. This is a and this is b. So it is 5x minus 1 plus 6z, 5x minus 1 minus 6z. See, since it is a single term, I have never mentioned or written bracket here. If it is expression containing more than one term, then you put it first inside the bracket and then open the bracket in the next step, so that you don't go wrong into the writing the appropriate sign. Number 4, x cube minus x. So you take x common, you are left with x square minus 1. So that is x into x square minus 1 square, that is x into x plus 1 into x minus 1. Now the next one is number 5. X to the power 8 minus y to the power 8. So you can write it as x power 4 power 2 minus y power 4 power 2. That is a square minus b square. So it is a square plus a plus b, x4 plus y4, and a minus b, that is x power 4 minus y power 4. Now again this one, you cannot do anything to this. So x power 4 plus y power 4. Express this as again squares. X square power 2 minus y square power 2. It is x4 y4. Now this is again a minus a square minus b square. So a plus b into a minus b. So again it is a square minus b square. So you write x power 4 plus y power 4 x square plus y square plus x plus y plus x minus 1. Got it? Go through it properly, you will understand this. Now I move on to question number 6. Question number 6, it is 81 x to the power 4 minus 256 y to the power 4. So you can express this as a perfect square. So 9 x square power 2 minus 16 y square power 2. We can write it like this. So it is a square minus b square, that is a plus b into a minus b, that is 9x square minus 16y square. Now this can be expressed as a perfect square, difference of two squares. So this is 9x square plus 16x square. Now this can be written as 3x whole square, and it is 4y whole square. 9x square plus 16y square, and this will be 3x plus 4y into 3x minus 4y. Okay. Now we move on to the next question, that is question number 7. So the question number 7 is x to the power 4 plus 4. So we can write it as x square power 2 plus 2 into x square into 2 plus 4 minus 4x square. That means we can write it as x square plus 2 whole square. What is this? X power 4 plus 4 and plus it is 4x square. So we have subtracted minus 4x square. So it is minus 2x square. So it is a square minus b square. It is x square plus 2 plus 2x, x square plus 2 minus 2x. Okay. So now next one. This is 7. Now question number 8. X power 4 plus x square y square plus y power 4. So we need to express it as a difference of two squares. So what we do is x power 2 whole square. You can make it like 2x square y square. So that it becomes x square plus y square whole square. So since it is twice one, so we have to subtract. So 2x square y square minus x square y square is x square y square. Now this entire thing becomes x square plus y square whole square minus this becomes xy whole square. So it is x square plus y square plus xy, x square plus y square minus xy. So now please have a look. We will now move on to the next method. Now we will move on to the next method of solving or factorizing, and that is by the factor of quadratic polynomial. Now what you have to do in this case is, you will be having the expression given in this form of ax square plus bx plus c. This degree of this expression is 2, the highest power on the variable, and when the degree is 2 it is called quadratic, right? And when this is equated to 0 it becomes an equation that is called quadratic equation, that will be coming to in class 10. Now here we have got this quadratic expression x square plus bx plus c. Now what we have to do here is find the product AC, the first coefficient of x square and this constant term. This is a and this is c. So find the product a into c. Once you find this product a into c, then you have to split b, the middle one, this coefficient b, into two parts. So b you have to divide into two parts. For example, it is 5, it can be 1, 4, it can be 3, 2, like this you have to divide. And the parts will be such that the product of the two parts should be equal to the product AC. Okay, so if you split B into two parts, then the product of those two parts should be equal to the product of the first and the last third, that is A into C. So if you split B as L plus M, if B is equals to L plus M, that means this will splitting it into two terms. So x square plus bx plus c can be written as x square plus, in place of b we write L plus m into x plus c. So then you open it, x square plus lx plus mx plus c. Then you take common from, make groups and take common, and finally get into the final answer. So I take an example. It is x square plus 5x plus 6. Now what is a? A is 1. What is c? Is 6. So 1 into 6 is equals to 6. And the middle term is b is 5. So you have to split 5 in such a way that the product of those two numbers is equal to 6. So you can take it as x square plus 3 plus 2 into x plus 6. So 3 plus 2 is 5 and 3 into 2 is 1 into 6, that is 6. So it is done. So now we can split it as x square plus 3x plus 2x plus 6. Now from here you take x common, from you take 2 common, and we get the result. Okay, so this is very simple method, and we just, it will be more clear when we solve problems based on it. Now one more thing, if beforehand if you want to know whether the expression can be factorized or not, it may be that sometimes you are working and you are unable to get the answer, you cannot factorize it. But if you want to know beforehand whether this particular expression can be factorized or not, so you can do one thing. What you do is, you find a factor, value of b square minus 4ac. B square, this is b, this is a, and this is c. So b square minus 4ac, if I put the value of b here, minus 4 into value of a here and c here. If you find this value, and this is equals to a perfect square number. You know what is perfect square? Means like 4 or 9 or 16, 25, like this. So once you find the value of b square minus 4ac and you get it as a perfect square number, then you can factorize it. Otherwise, it is not possible to factorize. Let us take the same example, x square plus 5x plus 6. So what is a? First you note down a is 1, b is equals to 5, and c is 6. So what is b square minus 4ac? b is 5, so you can write it as 5 square. Minus 4, a is 1, into c is 6. So we have 25 minus 24, and this equals 12, which is a perfect square number. Hence, this expression can be factorized. So in beforehand, if you can find the value of this b square minus 4ac, and if you find that is a perfect square number, then you can go ahead very much with factorizing the expression. Now let us move on to solve the problems. First one, x square plus 7x plus 12. So here you can see a is 1, c is 12. The product is a into c, that is 1 into 12. A equals to 1, b equals to 7, and c equals to 12. And what is AC? That is 1 into 12, and that is equals to 12. So you have to split 7, the middle term, into 2 parts such that the product is equals to 12. So we can have x square plus 4 plus 3 into x. Can we have it? 4 plus 3 is 7, and 4 into 3 is 12. Got it? So x square plus 4x plus 3x plus 12. Now here is the group. So you can take from the first group, you take x common, you are left with x plus 4. From here you take 3 common, you are left with x plus 4. So from these two again you take x plus 4 common, you are left with x plus 3. So it's done. So this one is very important. Here you have to be careful which two numbers can be taken, so that, because 12 can be anything. It can be 1 into 12, it can be 2 into 6, it can be 3 into 4, anything. It can have many combinations, but which one is suitable, so that once you add this you get the middle term and a product of the first and the third. Okay. Next one. X square minus 14x minus 5. So it is minus 15. So you can write it as 3x square minus 15x plus x minus 5. So you have 3x, we take common, you have x minus 5 plus 1 common, so it is x minus 5. So if you take x minus 5 common, you have 3x plus 1. Okay. Again here we have a equals to 3, b equals to minus 14, c equals to minus 5. So a into c, you have what, ac equals to 3 into minus 5, that is minus 15. So AC is minus 15. So B you have taken as minus 15 and plus 1. Okay. So it is minus 15 plus 1. So minus 15 plus 1 is minus 14 and minus 15 into 1 is minus 15. Right. So this way you have to take. Let us take question number 3. X square plus x minus 12. So you can x square plus 4x minus 3x minus 12. So it is x into x plus 4 minus 3 into x plus 4. We take x plus 4 common, we will left with x minus 3. Okay, this is number 3. Then we have number 4. X square minus 10x plus 9. So we can write it as x square minus 9x minus x plus 9. So we take it x into x minus 9 minus 1 into x minus 9. So x minus 9 is common, we take x minus 1. So this is question number 4. Now move on to question number 5. X to the power 4 minus 14x square y square minus 51 y to the power 4. Doesn't matter it is 4 power 4. It is actually, if you take x square, you can represent them x square as a and y square as b. So if you can do it like that also. So let x square equals to a, y square equals to b. If you would like to take, otherwise you can go ahead simply. So this is x power 4. So it is a square minus 14ab minus 51b square. So we have (17 and 3) a square minus 17ab plus 3ab minus 51b square. We can take a common, so it will be a minus 17b, 3 common, a minus 17b. It is a into a minus 17. What is b? Y square. Sorry. What is a? X square. Okay. A minus 17b common. That is a plus 3b, and finally we will replace the original values. So it becomes, in place of a we write x square minus 17y square. X square plus 3y square. So it is done. Okay. So this is question number 5. Now move on to question number 6. Question number 6. X square plus x whole square plus 4 into x square plus x minus 12. So just see to the form of this particular expression, a square plus ax square plus bx plus c, like this form. So you can take it as, let x square plus x, you can take it as a. So it becomes a square plus 4a minus 12. And finally when you get the values of a, you substitute, put in this place, I think you get another maybe you might get another quadratic equation to solve, expression to solve. So it is a square plus 6a minus 2a minus 12 a into x plus 6 minus 2 into a plus 6. So it is a plus 6 a minus 2. So in place of you write x square plus x plus 6 x square plus x minus 2. Now we have got this. Just check b square minus 4ac. If that is a perfect square number, then they can be factorized further, or else you have to leave the answer over here only. So check it. X square plus x plus 6. For x square plus 6, b square means 1 square minus 4 into 1 into 6. So here in this case, it is coming negative 1 minus 24. So in this case, this is not to be factorized, right? Let us still see to the second one. B square minus 4ac, that is 1 square minus 4 into 1 into minus 2. 1 square, b square minus 4 into a is 1 and c is 2. It is 1 plus 8 is equals to 9. So it is 3 square. So it can be factorized. Okay. This can be factorized. So it can equals to x square plus x plus 6. So we'll write it as x square. This is minus 2x. You can write it as 2x minus x. Minus 2. So it becomes x square plus x plus 6. From here you take x common, left with x plus 2, from minus 1 common, x plus 2. So it is x square So this is it. Now go through this carefully, and now we move on to the next method of solving or factorizing. Now let us see to the next method of doing the factorization, and that is the sum and difference of two cubes. Okay. Now let us write it first. So it is x cube plus y cube is written as x plus y into x square minus xy plus y square, and x cube minus y cube will be x minus y into x square plus xy plus y square. So x cube plus y cube is x plus y into x square minus xy plus y square, and x cube minus y cube is x minus y into x square plus xy plus y square. So now let us take a few questions on this particular concept. So the first question on this is 125a cube plus 8b cube. So this we can write it as 5a whole cube plus 2b whole cube. So this is a cube plus b cube. Now we can write it as a cube plus b cube is a plus b, is 5a plus 2b into a square, that is 5a square, minus ab, that is 5a into 2b plus b square, that is 2b square. So here it is 5a plus 2b. This will become 25a square minus 10ab plus 4b square. So this is the factorization of 125a cube plus 8b cube. First of all, we have expressed this as the sum of the cubes of two numbers, and then we have done it as a plus b, or x plus y, x square minus x square plus y square. So now let us see to the next question. The next question is x minus y whole cube plus 8 into x plus y whole cube. Okay, so now you can write it as x minus y cube plus 2 into x plus y whole cube. So it is a cube plus b cube. So it is a plus b, x minus y plus 2x plus 2y, then a square, that is x minus y square, minus ab, so minus of x minus y 2 into x plus y and plus b square. This is 1, so this is 4 into x plus y square. So let us now simplify it. X, this is 3x plus y. This will write x square plus y square minus 2xy. This is minus 2 of x square minus y square plus 4 of x square plus y square plus 2xy. Write it as 3x plus y. This is x square plus y square minus 2xy minus 2x square plus 2y square plus 4x square plus 4y square plus 8xy. So finally we have 3x plus y, x square minus 2x square, and this 4x square plus 5x square minus 2, that is 3x square. Y square plus 2y square, 3y square plus 4, 7y square, and this is minus 2xy plus 8xy, that is 6xy, and y 3 plus 4, 7 plus 7y square. So this is the final result. Let me check the answer. 3x plus y, 3x square plus 7 square plus 6xy. Yes, the answer is correct. So here we have expressed this as the cubes of, sum of the cubes of two numbers, and then a cube plus b cube, a plus b into a square minus ab plus b square. Okay. So now the next question. Now number 3 is 3x to the power of 13 minus 192 x to the power 7 into y power 6. So you can write it as 3x to the power 7 if you take common, we are left with x power 6 minus 64 y power 6. 3x to the power 7, you can write it as x square power 3 minus 4 y square power 3, 64 y power 6. So now 3 x to the power 7, a square minus b square, a cube minus b cube, that is a minus b into a square, that is x power 4 plus ab, that is plus 4 x square y square plus b square, that is this square, that is 16 y to the power 4. So this is 3x to the power of 7, and this is x square minus, you can write it as x square minus 2y square, and this x4 plus 4x square y square plus 16y to the power 4. So this can be written as 3x to the power 7, and this is into x plus 2y into x minus 2y into x power 4 plus 4x square y square plus 16y to the power 4. So this is it. Now the thing is, you can still factorize this one. You can go ahead further, and that can be, I'm just rubbing the board here. So from here it is 3x to the power 7 into x plus 2y into x minus 2y, and this we can write it as x to the power 4, and this is plus 8 x square y square plus 16y to the power 4 minus 4x square y square. We can write it as like this. This 4x square y square, you can write it as 8x square y square minus 4x square y square. So here it can be 3x to the power 7 x plus 2y then x minus 2y, and this can be written as x square plus 4y square power 2. See, x power 4 plus 8x square y square plus 16y power 4, a plus b whole square, minus this can be written as 2xy whole square. So then 3x to the power 7 into x plus 2y into x minus 2y, and this is a square minus b square, so x square plus 4y square plus 2xy and x square plus 4y square minus 2xy. So this is your final answer. X power 7 x plus 2y into x minus 2y, x square plus 4y square plus 2xy and x square plus 4y square minus 2xy. So this is your final answer. So please go through it and see that you can do it by yourself as well. The next question, let us check. This is question number 4. X to the power 6 plus y to the power 6. So you can write it as x square plus power 3 plus y square power 3. So this is a cube plus b cube, this is a plus b, x square plus y square into a square, that is minus x square y square plus y square plus power 2. This will be x square plus y square, and this is x power 4 minus of x square y square plus y power 4. Can we further do it? Let us see. If we can write it as x power 4 plus 2x square y square plus y power 4 minus 3x square y square. We can write it. So here it will be x square plus y square, and this becomes x square plus y square is whole square minus root 3xy power 2. In some books you will find the answer is, final answer is up to this only, but if it can be factorized further, you will go ahead with that process of factorizing. So now is x square plus y square, and this takes the form a square minus b square. So finally we have x square plus y square, and this is a plus b into a minus b. So x square plus y square plus root 3xy into x square plus y square minus root 3xy. So this is your final answer. let us move on to the next question, and that is number 5. X to the power 6 minus y to the power 6. Let us see to this. Express it as cubes. X square power 3 minus y square power 3. So it is a cube minus b cube. So a minus b. Then a square, that is x power 4 plus x square y square plus y power 4. So this is x plus y, x minus y. Let us express this as for complete square plus 2x square y square, and this we can write minus of x square y square. So it is x plus y into x minus y, and this we can write it as x square plus y square power 2 minus xy power 2. So it is again of the form of a square minus b square. So you can write x plus y, x minus y, and x square plus y square plus xy, x square plus y square minus xy. So this is how we have to do all these types of questions, right? Now one more question I will do, and then I will conclude this chapter. So question number 6. Factorize a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. So let us see to this question. A cube plus b cube. First we will deal with this. So you can write it is a plus b whole cube minus 3ab into a plus b. Then rest as it is c cube minus 3abc. So you can write it as like this. Now let us assume we can take it, let this be x, so it becomes x cube minus plus, we will write c cube, and this will become, from this two we take minus 3ab common. So we have a plus b plus c. A plus b, if you take minus 3ab common, so minus 3ab coming out, so a plus b, and from here it is c. Okay, so a cube plus b cube, so it is a plus b into a square minus cx plus c square, so minus 3ab into a plus b plus c. In place of x, let us write a plus b again, so it becomes a plus b plus c. And what is x square? X square is a plus b square. It is a plus b square. Then minus of a plus b into x plus of c of, that is a plus b into c plus of c square minus 3ab into a plus b plus c. So from these two terms, this term and this term, we can take common a plus b plus c. It is a plus b plus c common. We are left with a square plus twice ab plus b square minus ac minus bc minus thrice of c square minus thrice of ab. So finally the last step is a plus b plus c. Here it is a square plus b square plus c square. It is minus 3ab plus 2ab. So minus of ab minus of bc minus of ca. So this is your final result. So with this we conclude this chapter, and now after go through this chapter carefully. See how the questions are being solved. There are different methods of solving the problems based on factorization, and this is quite a very important chapter. It will need a lot of practice on this. Though you have done it in the previous classes, you're doing it right now, but still, always remember you have to factorize till the last step when no other factor remains common. That is HCF of all the factors becomes 1. So you cannot leave it in between. In that case, you are liable to be punished. That means your marks may be deducted. Okay, thank you.